pyramids of Teotihuacan. So this is a sacrifice. This is a point to say thank you for the food. We have after sacrifice, the people have something for eat, like animals or other things. And this is a calendar. When the sun reflected this movement, so this is for see the day.
Symbol, right?
Yeah.
And here, Ronnie, so that's Mexico. They also have some food. This is called mole, right? Mole. So when you go to the table, you're gonna have a taste of it. It's Colombia. I'm just gonna present to you because the student is not here. She's in class. But this is the Amazon, because Amazon jungle is in Colombia. So she's covering Amazon, and she has her brochures here. Isn't that cute and very creative? And she got this. Do you remember the name of the food they made?
This is arroz en leche.
Yeah, arroz. We should open it and
Rice with milk.
yeah. Rice with meat.
Milk.
Milk. Sorry. Rice with milk. So they're bringing their cuisine as well. Here. So just
No, yo sí voy a querer todo.
El Salvador. Okay, El Salvador. Please talk to us about your work there.
So I made the Salvador. Salvador is a small country in the world, and I had like some models about my country, like the Mayan culture, how we cook, and so traditional dishes on here. Especially one, the pupusas. They're the famous dishes in this country. They're like tortillas, but with meat inside of them. And we got have so many pictures about my country on here. They're described like everything about what you can learn. And I got my president there. It's a very famous president. We got the biggest library in the world. And the most modern like collaboration with China.
This one?
Yeah.
That's a library?
Yeah, it's a library. And we're the country with 18 volcanoes. And
I love it.
that was it.
You can start from Mexico. This is Guatemala. Where are the people here? Omar. Where's Jimena? They're not here. But yeah, this is Mahar. They call this Mahar. And the Guatemalan kids did like a history of their country. So this one actually is really good. Apart from all the presentations that you can see, this one shows more of heritage. Like what heritage they have. Hey, you're here. Been looking for it. So she's the Guatemalan. Go on, tell us about Tikal and Carlos. Don't get nervous, you're being filmed. Tikal. So what is Tikal?
El peinado más sincero que he visto en la vida.
Film.
Okay. Tecar is like the more important thing for Guatemala because it represents trees and proud about the Mayas that built in the 19th BC.
This is our manjar, and this is our candy tradition. This is tostadas and banana bread.
Why is it green?
It's because it have guacamole in there.
Alina, she needs to fill your umbrella. Can they just finish their food and then they can just present the presentations?
It was a Romeo and Juliet unit, and we performed the ballroom dance, and so we made masks to wear. And then we also had groups that made different masks from around the world, and those are the ones on the posters. And then over here, we have an actual mask painting station where kids can make their own masks. So guys, when you're done with your mask, here are strings if you want to attach one to the back. I'm going to get you some water for dirty paintbrushes.
Those who don't have the letters and those who I did not assign to be here. you need to be in your classes because Miss McKenna is asking for the names. So I really have to have you attend your class if you don't have those teachers. I know you enjoy doing stuff like that, it's okay. But if we have some visitors, like even students.
Can I ask you what you're doing? If you're okay with being on camera.
Era para que te tomen una foto de lo que tú estás diciendo.
Okay, Baskin, please close the door for now.
Smile.
After cleaning, close the kitchen door. So that all the kids are gonna focus. Close the kitchen door for us.
Excuse me. Do you know what this is? Yeah. Is your kid being on camera?
Okay,
Oh my god.
she's gonna explain the history.
What in the
So, this is basically a human fascia. So, these sacrifices have to be a warrior, the most powerful warrior. So they took this part of the body and took their heart, and it has to be 3 times. Then they drop the body in the stairs of the pyramid.
We have an order presentation.
It's basically like an honor for them to be here. So these pyramids are from the Aztec Empire. They still exist from today. They just don't have these things because they fall off. So you can actually visit this place in real life. So yeah, basically they're doing this in the past. It's a tradition from the past. We are not doing this these days. And this is actually a calendar. They were using this to know the days of the year. And that's it.
That's good. Can I interview?
Sure.
Thank you, Mexico.
You want to go over here in the corner so it's not so loud?
Listen to Colombia. Please listen to Colombia. Let's use a microphone.
Nice lighting. What are you going to ask?
Basically, like, what's going on? Cause like, what is this? What they're doing? Like, what's the purpose of this?
Oh, I didn't put it together. So I may not be the best person to ask. She right here, she's the ELL teacher. She and learn about what's going on and stuff like that.
Like an interview?
Yeah. Are you okay being on camera?
Yeah, you want me to do the thing in my camera?
Sure.
This is the background. And it's the most important. So this is a cultural gallery walk that we're doing right now. It's an exhibit of different cultures from different countries. So we have there Guatemala, El Salvador, Nicaragua, Malaysia. This is Philippines. I'm your cultural exchange teacher from the Philippines. And this is Guatemala again, Colombia. So it's like we're showcasing the cuisine. We're also showcasing different cultures that you can see from these countries. So that's why we created a diorama to explain it properly. So this is like a once a year project that we're doing. I started this last year with a cultural exchange day, and then we tried developing it today with my other colleagues, Miss Ayers and Miss Kim and Katie for the ELL group.
Thank you.
Okay, next. Guatemala.
Oh, excuse me.
The flower of the people in Guatemala is celebrated in November.
So presentation coming down.
It's to welcome the spring.
Y luego más que. It's a cultural event. It's a cultural event that is celebrated in Guatemala that is stands out as a spending cultural display of a country. Flower dish. This announced festival is a testimonial of race Guatemalan lands of eternal spring, where each flower represents the vibrant life and the spirit of the nation.
Okay, so this is my country, Philippines. Do you know where Philippines is? Southeast Asian country. So I am a cultural exchange teacher in Southside. I was hired all the way from the Philippines, and that's the reason why I'm so passionate with sharing the culture and anything that it can offer, like diversity, unity and diversity. So this one here, that you can see, is a very big celebration in my country. It's the grandest celebration, and it's a festival of food. So 70% Catholics, 70%
Excuse me? Can I record you, like, explaining your thing?
Just like Our Lady of the
Are you gonna be on the camera? Don't be nervous, it's okay. You can go now.
Hi, welcome to my country. This is El Salvador. These are the things that represents my country. And this is the national food. Flower and trees. As you can see, these are the pupusas. They are so good.
Thank you. Oosh. I don't know. It's really freaking loud, bro. Huh. Jesus. What's it called? But nobody's saying anything about music. So cute. Hey.
It's a little bit right here.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Malaysia. So from Southeast Asia, you got Malaysia. Asian country.
Okay, so I'm representing Malaysia, and at Malaysia there's like 2 colors of towers, 3 towers. around the world, the tallest one. And so this is the Buddhist temple, the famous Buddhist temple, and this is the mosque for Muslim. And these are the place at Malaysia, the famous one where visitors like to visit. And this is the traditional Malaysian food. This made with cornstarch and coconut milk. And this there's chewy ball. And outside the chewy ball, there's coconut milk, and inside the chewy ball, there's also a coconut. Alright, just that. You can try it if you want to.
Which one did you try?
I tried that, I tried that, I tried everything. I tried
Excuse me, can I?
That's literally what I told her.
Tastes good.
It's literally, that's what I told her.
Can I film you trying something like off there?
Sure, I don't know.
Try to cook on a bowl.
I'm scared, guys. I don't eat coconut.
Like it is the texture, but it's really good.
You guys have a spoon? Where'd they go? I try, guys. What do you think I should try?
Huh? That coconut bowl. Oh, I can taste the coconut now.
Okay, what's in here?
It's there's chewy ball. Inside chewy ball, there's coconut, and outside there's coconut milk, and just that.
Okay. Nothing I'm gonna die, right?
No.
Okay. I thought this was Jello, I'm not gonna lie. It does kind of look like Jello. It's actually really good. I've never had coconut before, but it's not bad.
Thank you. I need one more, and you'll probably go back and sleep sufficient. Holy, but these on it's so loud.
Yeah, okay, hold on.
Isn't it loud?
It's kind of loud, but it's not that loud.
It's very loud.
It sounds like people are talking in my head. Should we go or should we film more?
Yeah.
Oh.
Excuse me? Can I interview you?
I'm sorry?
Can I interview you?
Interview? Yes, sure.
Oh, hold this.
I can stand right in front of all my Russian displayed memorabilia or souvenirs. Souvenirs.
I think I'll pay for it.
No, you didn't. Wait, what you do?
Will you be showing this in the news and notes or something?
It's for the film teacher, so whatever he does, yeah.
Oh, they're gonna put it in the news?
I think they're gonna put it on our YouTube, the Southside YouTube page or something.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. So do you guys have questions for me?
Oh, should I tell you beforehand? So basically what I'm going to be asking you is what all of this is, how important is culture to you and where you're from?
What was the second question?
How important culture is to you now?
Oh, okay.
Do you think it's something that should be discussed more in school? And just what's going on
Okay.
And then I'm just going to...
I'll try to do my best to answer all your questions. I might not be that good at it. There might be some errors.
Okay. Who am I here with today?
With Mrs. Ayers. I'm an ELL teacher here, and I'm working at Southside now. This is my 10th year. Just a moment. Hey girls, we have an interview here. Can we please quiet down a little bit? Sorry. So what you see right here is a combination of multiple projects that our ELL teachers used as a final. So instead of giving them one boring multiple choice assessment, we decided to make something creative, hands-on, and culture related. So for example, on this side you're going to see Mexican altars. Okay, students worked really hard on these Mexican altars. So all these Mexican Mexican altars were just a little representation of how they decorate their altars in Mexico. These are just mini altars, and they include different elements. Like each element symbolizes something, and since Mexicans are very big about celebrating death, you know, each piece will represent something. Like, for example, the marigolds symbolize death in Mexican culture. Little candles, they're like a guiding light for the traveling spirits. So they believe that the spirits on November 1st and 2nd, they're going to travel and then visit their homes where they used to live, okay? This is just water to quench the thirsty spirits. Little ofrendas like pan de los muertos. This is just to, if they're hungry, you know, they're gonna try some of this bread. If they're thirsty, they're gonna drink some water. And then these banners, pico de gallo, I think I'm saying it right, I'm not sure, but they're supposed to keep guiding them where they're traveling, where they're headed to. So on November 1st, they are dedicating this day to all the children who passed away, little babies. So you're gonna see this little angelitos or angelitos, I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. So these are the babies, they stand for the babies who passed away. And then this November 2nd, they're going to be celebrating all the adults who passed away. So along with that, they had to create, like I created a little altar dedicated to my father who passed away 5 years ago. I just thought that this is just going to be a good example for the students to understand the importance of keeping the memory alive. And so they created this eulogy booklets along with these altars because they put two together. It's a great combination because without these booklets, it's like, why did you make this altar and whom is it dedicated to? So they go hand in hand together. So they had to describe a short biography, okay, of the beloved person who passed away. And I don't know if the film is going to be too long if I'm going to read the biography, but so they would describe how they remember them when they were alive in this biography. This is a poem that I wrote dedicated to my dad, and that's what I was like modeling to my students, the same thing. They had to write a poem. In Spanish it's called Calavera, which is a poem or a song dedicated to keep the memory alive of those people who passed away. And then they had to come up with some pictures of things that these people loved. Like this was my father's very first car. It's a Russian model. It's like from the 80s sometime. Have you ever seen it? This is how it looks like. It's called Zaporozhets. And this is his only car. He really loved his car. This is a motorcycle he owned. This is how Russian motorcycles look like back in the day. But it was fun, you know, for him. He loved to make, he was like an amateur photographer. He loved photography like a lot. He even had like a mini lab that he made out of a closet, like a clothes closet. And he would just like put like a little curtain and turn off all the lights. So the photographs had to be made like at a special lighting, you know, like I think ultraviolet lights or something like that. No, because it was the old school, like he was making the photographs the old school way. And of course his favorite foods was tea, cookies and milk, Eskimo ice cream. Like if you've never tried European Eskimo ice cream, is to die for. It's the best. It tastes so good. Blinis, another dish he loved, and that's how we remember him. So I am not Russian. I come from Eastern Europe, Republic of Moldova. So we study Russian language as a second language in our public schools. So my father was of a Ukrainian origin. My grandpa moved from Ukraine and settled in Moldova, in Republic of Moldova. So And since in my household my dad spoke Russian and my mom spoke Romanian, that's how I ended up being a bilingual person. But my roots are Moldovan. I'm like, my heritage is Moldovan. So, but I speak both languages. Do you need a microphone?
Oh no. I'm sorry.
I thought you asked me a question about like, is culture important to me? Culture is like a reflection of who I am as a human. It represents my roots, my heritage, and I think this is very critical for each individual to know where they come from, their origins. The language is a representation and a reflection of you as a human person, as a human being. So yes, if you ask me if culture is important, it is my life, my heritage, my roots, my traditions, and yes.
Okay, if you don't mind me asking, what is all of this?
Okay, so what you see here is my husband traveled to Arhangelsk. He loves traveling, so when he was younger, he would go just where he would just look at the map and point wherever he would point at. He goes like, where is this map gonna take me today? So the first stop was Russia, and you can see here it's a Cyrillic alphabet. It's written in an old type of writing. Like, I can read it. I mean, I can read it because for me it's easy. I know Russian language. But the name of the city is Arkhangelsk. That's how it's pronounced. And all these souvenirs are from the city Arkhangelsk, except these frogs. His next stop was Mexico. These are real frogs. I don't know. They're made by the street artists, and so it's something amazing. I don't know how they even like had put their mind to it to make something like this.
Really
yes.
interesting.
But I think it's supposed to have a comic sense to it, like two frogs drinking and playing dominoes. It's supposed to be funny. So yeah. This little box is originally from Moldova. This is my country, and they're really big at crafting things out of wood. So they make stuff like that. It's very neat and amazing.
Was there anything inside the box?
You can put jewelry, you can put whatever you wish, like something valuable for you, you can store in this box, yes. Nesting dolls, they're really big about nesting dolls, and there's like two sets, a smaller one and a larger one. Cup wine, or wine cups made out of wood. And this is back in the day, you know, during the, I would say medieval times maybe, but that's how in the old days they used this kind of wooden type of dish to serve wine in, and plates out of wood like that. Yes. And these are just for tourists. These are made for tourists, like little nesting doll, like clips for the bags and keychain, yes. Little keychains, like a box like that.
Is it like openable? Can you open it?
No, it's just, no, I don't think you can open it, no. And then they have this little jewelry boxes like this.
You can put a ring inside of it.
Yeah, it could be like a ring box like this. It's really neat, yes. And just another like little jewelry box.
I like this.
And you can still see the label on it, where it's from. It's in Russian. Yeah.
I like that one as well.
It's very interesting. And then these look like, I would say, salt and pepper shakers. This lid is really tight. I think it's not opening, but this one opens. You can store stuff in it. This is more, I think, for decoration, like as a decoration on a table. I think you might be able to put some candy and cookies in there, just for fun. And this is just a dish, like, to serve food from them, and the spoons. These little spoons are very fun to hold in your hands. And this is supposed to be like a dish that they use for water, like back in the day when peasants would come from like working in the field all day long on a hot summer day. They would just fill it up with water and then they just drink the, yeah, these are like mini cups. I think it comes in bigger sizes. This is just a mini one, you know, for them to get an idea. And another cup that goes with the dish, so I think it's a set, a whole set like that. And they probably put either wine or sauce in it. And it's more for like festive times when they have a festivity, you know, they will just... And these are called... I am not quite sure. I think it's cherevichki in Russian, that's how they say it. But they used a special tree, I forget the name of it. In Russian they call it berezka, and they shave the wood and then they make this, they weave it into the little shoes like that. And that's what peasants used to wear back in the day during summer. That's the shoes they would wear. That's just like a little bit of history of how Russian people used to live back in the day. Yeah, the miniature ones. And then there's just, since they're big in tea drinkers, they would put this like a warmer over their teapot to keep it warm at all the time. And then this is an apron that the Russian housewives would wear when they're cooking, embroidered by hand. And their icon, I forgot about it. This is their Orthodox religion, Orthodox Christianity. And these are all the martyrs that became saints. And they.
Hi, my name is Renz Garcia, and this class is for ELO. Today I'm going to tell you guys about my presentation. And this is Abraham Lincoln, who was born in February 12, 1809 in Kentucky. He was brought up in Kentucky, Indiana, and Illinois. His parents were poor, and Abraham Lincoln large self-educated himself in 1836. He qualified as a lawyer and went to work in a lawyer practice in Springfield, Illinois. Then 10 things you may not know about Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln spoke with a high-pitched voice. He grew a beard after 11-year-old girl told him to. And he has a dog. He received a city as a Christmas present. He committed to work in the summer. He often spent his time with his friends. Abraham Lincoln liked poetry, farm chores, hard work, and reading by the light from the fireplace. Abraham Lincoln loved to gospel and play chess. He also liked going to the movie theater, and sadly, that's where he passed away.
Hi, my name is Mrs. Ayers, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about our project that we used as a final assessment. So the students worked really hard to create, the topic was about culture and diversity, and the subtopic of our final project was about Mexican altars. They studied and made a comparison between, they studied two holidays, El Dia de los Muertos, and the second topic that they studied was Halloween in comparison to US Halloween. And as a result of their study and research, they created this mini altars, Mexican altars, and they had to design and decorate them with different elements. So the altars consisted in these So the elements for these altars were pan de los muertos, to feed the hungry souls, these clay pots filled with water to quench the thirst of thirsty souls, the little marigolds, orange marigolds, which symbolize death in Mexican culture, and angelitos in the to honor the souls of little children who passed away, sugar skulls sugar skulls represent what's left of our bodies after they decompose. And also, as you can see, the sugar skulls are so colorful and positively represented because that shows again that Mexicans are not afraid of death. And this little banners, what are they called in Spanish again? Pico something. I forget. Papel picado. Okay, so they also decorate their altars with papel picado, and you're gonna see on Mexican streets just hanging above, this papel picado. And what the purpose is of this papel picado is to, this is like a little path to guide the traveling souls. And along with this, and of course the candles also represent the light to honor the souls that passed away. And so along with this altar, they had to design a little booklet in the memory of their beloved people who passed away. And in this booklet, they had to add the pictures of these people who passed away, or they could have picked a leader if they couldn't have thought of a person. And in the booklet, so this is like a eulogy booklet. So in this booklet, they had to add a short biography of how they remembered this person, and nice poem or a song dedicated to them, and then visuals of things that people loved when they were alive. Okay, and that's everything. I would have read about biography and the poem, but I just don't want to make the video.
Hello, my name is Jasmine Salazar and I go to Southside. This project was in my ELL class. So we did Mexican culture. We did altars for this. This altar is dedicated to my aunt. She's my favorite tia. She will always be. I love her so much. But she's not dead, so don't assume she's right away dead. She's not dead. But things that my aunt loves, she likes to play soccer. She loves to play soccer. She loves pizza, burgers, tacos. And then I made a booklet of her, but this booklet is dedicated to her, aka not dead. She's still not dead. But she's always been there for me. I always grew up with her. Ever since we were little, we were so inseparable. So everything she does, I'm kind of somewhat in it. We work together. We used to live together. We used to play soccer together, as a family. We would all get together. But that's about it. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Rocio Flores and I go to Southside. In ELL class, we did a project from Mexico. We studied about the diversity of the culture and we did the Mexican altar. I did my 4 grandparents for the altar, but I'm gonna tell you about one that was really important to me. My grandma her name was Angelina Niño Vasquez. She was born on April the 12th, 1932. She died July 12th, 2022. She was a really hardworking woman. She took care of her 9 kids and she was single because her husband passed away in 1991. She did everything in her best to raise her children and her grandchildren. Some of her favorite things were pan dulce, and she loved being with her family and being all together. And for my other grandparents, I didn't really get to meet them, so I don't know much about them. But they're also really important in my life. And I wrote a poem for them, and it was a little bit like that. They would always be in my memory. I would always love them even though they weren't here. But that's pretty much it. Just that I will remember them always and forever.
Okay, hi. My name is Haikal, and then I'm from Malaysia. I come to United States to learn English, to practice my English, and then I come to high school, learn English with Miss Shepherd, and then we do like a lot of activity, and then we do project. Now we doing brochure about your country, and then in here like I have a lot of friends. Now my English is like more better than before. I got a new friend, and then can learn another language. And then we go to Fairfield like every single week. 1 week, one time we go. We play with the kids. We teach the kids how to read a book or something like that. And then I don't know.
Hi, my name is Jose. I came here from the United States to practice my English with Miss Shepherd. In this class, we do a lot of activities. We read books, we did project our country, and we go to Fairfield to read our little kids, and we play with them.
Details when it's closer because they're doing some little stuff on the boxes. It's because it's a diorama. So like a miniature. That one was broken.
Is that escrituras? Or is that Mexico?
This is Mexico, Guatemala. The other one is Nicaragua. This is El Salvador, still from Guatemala. That one is Colombia. She's trying to feature Amazons. And this one also is Mexico. So, oh, we have one from Malaysia. They're filming the projects.
I don't want to be there.
Now I'm gonna choose someone to talk about it. Maybe Angie and yeah, Valentina is still here. What can you say about it?
This project is a representation about our countries. And I'm from Colombia, and I'm from Nicaragua, and we are proud to represent our countries. And this project helped us about